Hi gang, it's Friday, and today we're going to continue on from where we left off last Friday looking at soundtracks. Soundtracks are such an essential part of the movies, television shows, and we tend to maybe not even recognize them. They push the action along, they affect our emotions, they set up the scenes, but we take it for granted. So if you can separate the soundtrack from the production, there's some really interesting stuff going on. And we're going to look at a couple of my favorite soundtrack albums again today. One of them, again by Angelo Badalamenti, a David Lynch production, Mulholland Drive. David Lynch tended to use Angelo quite a bit when he was doing movies. And this one's got some excellent movie music. Again, very moody, similar in style to like the Twin Peaks music. But we also have a couple of features in here where David Lynch is writing and performing music. And apparently David Lynch and a fellow by the name of, John Nuff, put out an album called Blue Bob. And they feature some of the tunes from that album on here. So, number one would be Angelo Badalamenti's Mulholland Drive. Now, for some fun, and this is kind of a rollicking album. This is one I really enjoyed. And we play music from this in some of the concert bands I play in. And it's always a favorite. And it's music from Pirates of the Caribbean. Rollicking pirate music. How can you go wrong with that? Excellent stuff on here. Again, I don't have a list of who's performing on this because it's large studio orchestras. I think this one, I'm just going to double check. I think this one was actually recorded in England. Well, the music was composed by Klaus Bedelt and produced by Hans Zimmer. And again, a lot of great stuff on here. A lot of fun. Check out Pirates of the Caribbean. The one I'd like to feature today, though, is a Ridley Scott movie, cult classic, Blade Runner. Now, Blade Runner, the music was written by Vangelis, who had just come off of award winning for music he did for Chariots of Fire. And he was signed on to do the music for Blade Runner. Now, Blade Runner, while he wrote the music, was arranged and orchestrated by Patrick Williams. Now, a lot of people may not recognize the name Patrick Williams, but you've been listening to his music for years. He did the scores for the Bob Newhart Show, Mary Tyler Moore, wrote the theme song for Streets of San Francisco, did the scores to the show. He did a lot of movies as well. Again, he's one of these people that contributed a lot to our culture, but we really don't recognize the name. We take it for granted, all that music that's gone on in the background. I think even of the musicians that play. On this one, he's got some excellent jazz musicians on here. Firstly, we got Bill Watrous, who we spoke about weeks ago, playing trombone on solo on one of the songs. We've got Chuck Finley and Gary Grant, who are first call studio musicians in Los Angeles. And again, these guys, people don't recognize the names. I have a friend in Los Angeles, his name is Rick Baptist, and he's been first call for a number of things. He was doing Academy Awards, he was doing the Emmys, he was doing the Grammys. He's played on more movies. If you've seen a movie in probably the last 30 years, he's played on that. And yet, we really don't recognize the name. A lot of people just don't know who they are. You hear it, but you take it for granted. And there's a lot of really unsung heroes in those studio musicians packages. The people that are out there playing, the people that are doing the soundtracks, just listen on TV. Listen next time you're at the movies and pay attention to it. There's a lot of great stuff going on. And these guys, basically, they're the unknown heroes, the ones that really bring those movies to life. On this one, we also have, I mentioned those two jazz guys. We also have Ian Underwood, an alumni of Frank Zappa, who, remember, we talked about his albums quite a while ago. Ian Underwood was one of the original mothers of invention. So there's a lot of great players. Vangelis' music is excellent, and it was the music for Blade Runner by Ridley Scott. So, three soundtracks to maybe give a listen to if you get a chance. We got Mulholland Drive, the rollicking pirate music of Pirates of the Caribbean, and some really interesting music featuring some great studio musicians, Blade Runner. Okay, everybody have a great weekend. Take care, and we'll see you on Monday.